There is no feeling in the world sitting in a courtroom and having a police officer across the way point at you and say that person committed a crime, that person did something bad. And I should know because it's happened to me before. In fact, I've got my emotional support dog here with me to talk about it. The problem is the time that I got identified in court as the person who had committed a crime, I was actually one of the lawyers on the case. This was a trial that I did several years ago. It was actually my former partner Marc's client, but he asked me to do the trial with him. So I was second chair of the trial. So when you have multiple lawyers trying a case together, the person whose client it is normally sits in the chair that's closest to the center, or the first chair, and then the secondary lawyer, the backup lawyer, would sit in the middle seat or the second chair, and then the client would sit on the end. Well, during this trial, there was a police officer, a witness testifying, that my former partner was going to question. During his testimony, he was asked, "Do you see the person in the courtroom that committed this crime?" And the officer pointed right at me, and he said, "It's that man with the pink shirt and the dark hair." And if you know my former partner, Marc, he definitely doesn't have dark hair. He wasn't wearing a pink shirt, nor was our client. The officer was identifying me as the defendant. So quick thinking during trial, although my former partner was originally going to cross-examine that officer, he said, "Why don't you go question the officer?" So I got up, I started cross-examining him. I said, "So when you saw me commit this crime, what was I wearing?" I was asking him all kinds of questions like that, and it made him look pretty foolish in front of the jury. But if you've been accused of a crime, if you've had an officer look at you and say that you've done something wrong, I know how it feels. I've been there as well.